Oh my God, Digital Jamaica.
Me get up and gone for the Mula. Uptown say them want Mula. Every pretty girl say them want Mula. Every other day them gone at the jeweler. Eyes from me neck that make me cooler. Rubber band in me antica than a roller. Dog man a Shelly road, what's than a daughter. Want to some little boy, tell them man a.
This project now is, is like a good balance between the dancehall roots that people know me for and the sound that T.O.K for, with the modern dancehall, whether it is a dancehall trap or whether it is that kind of major layers, a hybrid sound that happens. And fortunately for me, I can play in all of those spaces comfortably and naturally. So it's me basically having a dynamic project with interesting beats, interesting flows, interesting topics, and interesting features. And if it's one word to summarize it, I would just say it's just modern. It's very almost futuristic in terms of where dancehall is going. The song is about getting up and going for your money, getting your bread, getting your hustle on, And of course, we come from a very entrepreneurial society where every day somebody's have a little shop or set up or a hustle something. So it's really speaking to that culture. And of course, I wanted a song that is relative to the sound, relevant to the sound now. And it has a bit of dancehall trap in it. And the flow that I have on it is a little different from what people know of basically. So all of those boxes were ticked off to say, all right, this is fresh, this is new, it's modern, it have a different sound, it's something that will trigger the market in terms of being interested and not the predictable bass sound. So all of those things led me to run with the record, and it's been getting crazy feedback. I mean, it plays literally every night in every street dance across the island.
Chop, making money quick, invest, have a couple crypto stocks in a fintech, NFT, I'm my latest interest. When me flip it, me I get a big check.
It's all digital at this point. There are no physical copies of the album. We may do a limited edition, a limited amount in the future based on demand for either LP, either vinyl or CDs. But for now, it's all digital and it's all streaming sites, the traditional Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal, that kind of thing. In addition, another layer that will be coming in the summer is the NFT'S. We'll do a very limited number of NFTs that will be tied to, it will be branded by the King Bass album, but it will be unlocking experiences outside of the King Bass album. It will be unlocking access to concerts and access to dub plates and reduced prices on bookings and dub plates, as well as special shout outs for like weddings and graduations, that kind of stuff. So it's unlocking access, and it's tied to the King Bass album. And there's one other layer that we have, but we haven't completed it, which is the royalty level, where we can have maybe a limited amount of people have access to gain from the royalties of the songs if they're early adopters to the NFTs. But definitely the NFT is part of Bassy brand at this point, so we definitely have to drop some with the King Bass, and it's probably gonna come out on August 3rd around my birthday. So I have this kind of free flow vibe, and it allows me to stay up to the time. Like as I said with NFT, when the person came to me with NFTs last year, March, I was like, I'm not sure. And the second time they came to me, I'm like, this sounds interesting, I'm gonna try it. Now look where NFTs are in the world, and I can safely say that I was the first to do it as a dancehall artist, not because I have no higher knowledge than anyone else, but because I wasn't afraid to fail and I wasn't afraid to try it, and whatever else is the next thing, I'm gonna be trying it. I'd rather try it and learn from it than just sit by the wayside and watch something blow up and then try to catch up the train at the end. So that kind of approach allows me to always stay abreast of what's happening and stay in good graces with the next generation, We have Bounty Killer, we have Bungie Garlin, we have Christopher Martin, we have Wasp, we have Kalash, we have Cindy Lyons, we have a reunion of T.O.K, And I also have my daughter Malika doing some ad-libs on one of the tracks. So King Bass is an album which shows, I think from the feature side, is a lot of my friends and colleagues and close ones in the music that I have the pleasure of having on the album.
The flow them to make you want broke your neck. Who rate the thing long time, no respect.
Over the last maybe 10, 15 years, I've always supported people. Not with expectation of support in return, but just always feeling like when I was coming out in the game, if someone was there to say, hey, do it this way, or hey, do it. And there are a few people who helped me along the way, and I really appreciated that. So I keep my ears to the street, so to speak, and I keep my ears to the next set of talent. And I'm humble enough to strip myself of the ego and listen and say, that there are a lot of artists that are out now and, you know, super relevant. And I can say, okay, it seems like I had my ear was on point because that person has evolved to be the star that I saw them as, you know? And so that goodwill comes back. So even having Christopher Martin on the album, Chris is a youth where he's a superstar around the world now. And when he won the Rising Star, I was the first feature artist with a record with him. And at that time, he was still rising and just come out of a talent contest. And, you know, I've reached out to him and I just jump on the record easy. And I think that kind of accessibility and I don't want to say humility because it's not just humble, but it's willingness to work with the next generation that keeps me up to speed with where it's at. My fans loyal because them feel like them know Basie and them feel like anywhere them see Basie, them can say yo, and them know so me nah go just hold my head high and just go like me don't know them. So I've managed to have fans that are really like an extended family, and that's all over the world. So even the love that King Bass album is getting now is because people genuinely want to see the project successful and people genuinely like my vibe, you know. So fans in Africa, South America, Latin, Europe, UK, Canada, you name it, the response has been overwhelming and it's genuine. And when you read the captions, it's not just like, yo, King Bass out now. It's like, my brother have this album out now. This youth has been working, or you don't know the grind what this youth have. Or, you know, people who genuinely been watching the journey, because ever since I went solo, I really have carried people along the way. And I tell people like I'm a new artist. I'm a legend as a new artist, you know? And I strip myself of all of that legendary jargon and know say, I'm coming for it like I just entered the game, like I'm 16 and ready for it again. And the fans feel that fire and they feel the trajectory of me, and I think that's what keep them engaged. I think they want to see me win, you know. They're right there with me, wanting to see me win.
From JA to NYC, then me come back a yard, you must be a pre. If you don't know who the heck I be, just follow BSM Music on IG.
Appreciate the support, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to share this project with your platform and with your audience as well. And you know, we've always had a good relationship, so yeah. I don't take it for granted. So give thanks, spread the word. King Bass is out now on all digital platforms. Your boy Basie is here. And we're not talking BAYC like the Board Ape Yacht Club. We're talking BAYC, the King Bass of Dancehall. Check it out, stream it, watch it, buy it, download it, send it to a friend, and hope to talk to you again soon.
It just a fault, me need an umbrella. Yo, my brother, them Zenna. Yo, my girl, them Zenna. Yo, that beat, Zenna. Wolfgang, Bam Rush together, Zenna.